Significant storm working its way through the Central Plains. We're on the north side of it and we are plenty wet with a rain that will impact our area rivers as we go through the weekend. Your hour by hour forecast updated next on Valley News Live.
Straight ahead on Valley News Live at 10. One person in the hospital, another under arrest after an assault outside a Fargo Walmart.
Plus, new information on a former Fargo middle school staff member fired for an inappropriate relationship with a student.
And so much water and nowhere for it to go. We'll take you to Valley City for the latest on their flood fight. Valley News Live at 10 starts right now.
This is Valley News Live at 10.
And we begin with breaking news tonight. One person is in the hospital, another arrested after what police say was an assault at a Fargo Walmart.
Fargo police on the scene tell us it started at the Walmart bus stop on 13th Avenue South, then traveled through the parking lot, ending near the home and pharmacy entrance. Police tell us it happened just before 8 p.m., but nearly an hour later, they were still working to ID the victim, as they say he or she is uncooperative. They have not released the name of the person who's under arrest. Stick with Valley News Live for the latest.
All right, now for the latest on our flood watch. As rain continues, you see some raindrops on our lens here on our sky cam. More rain on the way this weekend. First Alert Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Hutch Johnson has all the details.
All right, Justin, thanks so much and good evening, everyone. A dynamic situation. We're going to go over what's happened so far and what we're anticipating that's happening now and what's going to be happening overnight as more rain continues to fall across the area. Here is a look at our forecast potential for rain that we broadcast last night, showing eastern North Dakota 1 to 3+ inches. 1 to 2 from the Southern Valley into northwest Minnesota, with a little bit lower amounts expected in Lakes Country. How's that panning out? Take a look at these totals. Verona 2.71 inches there. Oaks approaching 2 inches now. Fingal 1.5 or so in that area. By the way, Fargo and Moorhead reported to be at 1/2 of an inch thus far. Now here's a look at radar estimates of rainfall. These are very handy, although they can be obscured by a little bit of hail from time to time. We do get a chance to see, even in between the rain gauges, where the heavier doses of rain have fallen. Look at the Cheyenne River Valley, the James River Valley, and even up into northwest Minnesota. Already 2.6 inches not far from Edgeley. That lines up pretty good with Verona. 1.6 or so north of Jamestown and Valley City, upwards of 2 inches or so close to your area. And then look into northwest Minnesota from Thief River of around 1 inch up into southern parts of Kitson County, 1 to 1.5 inches estimated by radar. Here's what's coming in: a heavy batch making its way toward the FM area. It continues to rain in the Cheyenne River Valley and Devil's Lake Basin, as well as northwest portions of Minnesota as we head into the overnight hours. Some of you will see the rainfall continue to accumulate. Already a sharp bend, and we are approaching major flood stage already in the Valley City area. Likely some overland flooding will express or continue to expand, I should say. Watch for washed out roads. That's a key point. Check those road reports, and we'll have details on some of those other areas we expect cresting or multiple crests on your rivers here in a minute.
All right, thanks, Hutch. In Valley City, where you just saw they've received more than 2 inches of rain today. Crews are working in 8-hour shifts to pump the water out of town.
Valley News Team's Aaron Walling brings us the story.
For the people who live in Valley City, they say they're much more concerned with the rain water coming into town than the river level. The rain has nowhere to go, which leaves Public Works to pump the water out into the river.
The more rain we get, the more stress we have on our storm stations and storm sewer systems. So pumping is at an all-time high, and it's very tough to keep up with this rain amount.
According to Clint Clemish, crews have been going at it for 8 or 9 days straight, trying to pump out the water that has been pooling in town.
We've been around the clock for over a week now. It's all hands on deck for us. All departments have pitched in and been absolutely fantastic.
Places like the Valley City Country Club is swamped with water.
It has caused issues on the overland side.
The general manager of the Valley City Country Club says that the flooding has delayed them opening the golf course by about a month, but does appreciate the work that's being put in by the city to help clear it out. But for Public Works, the constant battles against the water is starting to take its toll.
With no end in sight, guys are getting tired. mentally and physically. So the sooner this can end, the better it will be for all of us.
In Valley City, Aaron Walling, Valley News Live.
The Valley City Country Club says they plan to open by May 16th once the course dries out.
The Fargo Water Reclamation Department's urging residents to make sure their sump pump lines are properly connected for spring and summer. At the end of March, the sump pump should be discharging into storm drains, not sanitary sewer drains, and they should drain into a direct connection to a main storm sewer line. The department says many haven't followed that protocol.
This time of year, definitely late winter flows. The plant saw 15.7 MGD that day, million gallons that day, 15.7. Last Saturday, our plant processed 33.9 million gallons that day.
And officials say if you don't act on this, you could be causing preventable flooding to your own home. Now to a Valley News Live investigation. Today we received a personnel file for Ruthie Carlson. She's a Ben Franklin Middle School staff member who school officials say was fired in December for having an inappropriate relationship with a student. The mother of that student involved says she's been working with Fargo police to press charges. The mother says her son was just 13 at the time, and the family's had to move as a result. The district's investigation found Carlson violated several policies, including but not limited to engaging in immoral conduct with a student or dating a student. Fargo police say the case has now been forwarded to the state attorney's office. We reached out to Carlson tonight for comment, who tells us she has no comment.
New tonight, a puzzling outbreak of sudden liver disease in children is hitting closer to home. A pediatric doctor with M Health Fairview is reporting 2 cases of unexplained severe hepatitis in children in Minnesota that appears to match similar cases around the globe. This adds to the 19 other recent U.S. cases the CDC calls unusual hepatitis in children. At this point, 1 child has died, and the illnesses have no known connection. The first U.S. cases were identified in October in Alabama. Doctors say the best thing you can do is have good hand hygiene and let your pediatrician know if your child is having any unusual symptoms. We now know a mother and her 3 young kids are out of a home and most of their belongings after a fire at a South Fargo apartment. It happened Tuesday evening at Park Place Apartments on 32nd Avenue. Fire crews found the body of 39-year-old Bradley Mead inside. No one else was hurt. Tonight, family members tell us Mead was struggling with his mental health, and they hope that sharing their story tonight helps just one person who may be struggling too.
They are not alone, and there is help, because I want to prevent this from happening to anybody.
New information, meanwhile, on a situation out of central Minnesota. 1 person is dead after being shot by a sheriff's deputy during an attempted traffic stop.
John Lordson spoke to sheriff's officials and neighbors and has our details.
And this blue car comes down the road, and I never saw it before. And I got a little bit closer and I realized the bumper was hanging off, the whole back end.
For Molly Sabanya, a quiet country evening took a quick turn. After the blue car passed by her house, law enforcement closed in.
Cops and ambulances and all sorts of things and flashing lights and loud noises.
According to the BCA, the West Central Drug Task Force was attempting to stop the vehicle. During the stop, a Minnesota state trooper and an Otter Tail County deputy fired their guns, fatally shooting a white man in the car. Another person in the vehicle was injured. Investigators say they recovered a handgun at the scene. The state trooper involved was wearing a body camera that recorded portions of the incident.
Sleepy little town, so this is big news for us here.
As they wait to learn more details, people living in and around Bolus are thankful no one else was hurt.
Then the rest of the town, we are about 300 people, so we all were kind of texting each other and calling each other, and the whole town was abuzz.
In Morrison County, John Lordson, WCCO 4 News.
And new developments in the case of a murdered Wisconsin girl. An effort driven by the death of Lily Peters is gaining national attention. Organizers want Wisconsin lawmakers to create a new alert system for missing children. Eric Henry of Chippewa Falls says he lives 4 blocks away from where Peters' body was found. He says he's devastated that 10 hours went by when he could have walked to the scene in 2 minutes. Henry is hoping lawmakers create the Lily Alert for cases that don't meet the criteria of a traditional Amber Alert. He began a petition on change.org that is one of the fastest growing ever on the platform.
Still to come on Valley News Live at 10, the Packers trade up and draft an NDSU star. We'll tell you about Christian Watson's journey to to Green Bay.
And we continue to see a significant storm system bringing a severe weather outbreak in the Omaha area, now pressing into parts of northern Missouri. For us, rain on top of very soggy soils and swollen rivers will impact your weekend. I'll have details in your forecast next.
Valley News Live Whistleblower Hotline.
One parent reached out to our whistleblower hotline.
Getting you results.
They contacted our whistleblower hotline.
Valley News Live investigates.
It's the Battle of the Brands hot tub sale this weekend, hosted by Aqua Living Factory Outlets. Sales reps from the world's top brands are on site fighting for your business. Huge manufacturer rebates on all in-stock models. Up to 50% off retail price. Immediate delivery available. Large selection of swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Special financing. Good credit, bad credit, 100% approvals. It's the Battle of the Brands hot tub sale this weekend only at Aqua Living Store in West Fargo. Call 844-H2O-SPAS or go to hottubsale.com.
Moving walls and creating that spectacular open floor plan. No one compares to Accent Kitchen and Bath with free design and our creative approach to today's open floor plans. Yes, our designers will amaze you. Yes, our 10,000 square foot selection center is the best. Yes, it will all be professionally installed on time and on budget. With 30 plus years of experience and hundreds of kitchens remodeled, trust Accent Kitchen and Bath to make the house you like the home you love.
Accent Kitchen and Bath, the perfect showroom for your home.
Have you purchased or leased a new vehicle in the last few years? If the answer is yes, then listen up. Your vehicle is probably worth more than what you paid for it. You can turn it into cold hard cash now when you sell it to Corwin Auto. We'll make the process quick and easy. Just bring it to any Corwin location for a VIP appraisal and walk out with cash. Whether it's a lease or loan, no problem. We will put cash in your pocket. Get top dollar now for your vehicle at Corwin Auto. Learn more at corwinauto.com.
Hi, I'm Mike Morkin. Join me December 9th as we travel on the lovely Danube visiting the Christmas markets with Colette. During a 6-night cruise, we'll enjoy the classic European Christmas markets, visit preserved medieval cities, savor holiday sweets and treats, and more. Colette covers the details, from arranging flights, meals, hotels, and local experiences. Your only job is to have fun. Join me and Colette for a meet and greet May 4th at the Holiday Inn in Fargo at noon or 5 p.m. to learn more.
Welcome to Ashley. Discover unparalleled style, selection, and service. Find the assortment you need in the trends you love with the ease you're looking for. Seamless, straightforward shopping made easy. Inspire a love of home. Only at Ashley.
When it comes to new and quality used trucks, look to Luther Family Ford.
Thank you for joining us on Valley News Live here in the 10 o'clock hour, closing out the work week. And we've seen our rivers high all week. And we've given you the first alert since the early part of the week at another big rain event. And here it is. And as we go through the remainder of our night, overnight, we're going to continue to see significant rainfall. And through the day tomorrow, we'll continue to pick up rain as well. Already rain reports thanks to some convective showers near Verona. 2.71 inches, 2 inches almost near Oaks and counting. Fingal, Courtenay, both by around that 1.5 inch category, and Lisbon picking up a little over an inch. By the way, Fargo at about 1/2 inch so far in the FM area. Overland flooding is going to be a problem. We'll likely see it expand rather than those rivers with the overland flooding problems like you near Oslo. Rather than having the river rise to real high heights, it'll likely just take over more farmland. Washed out roads will be a possibility as this water rushes down ditches, canals, and byways. And also that other crest we've been talking about for the duration of the week is on its way to many rivers. And now that we're starting to see some rainfall amounts, we're getting some forecasts along our rivers. More on that in a second. Mid-40s still, light winds, a lot of low 40s up north, 39 in Langdon and Devil's Lake right now. So a cold, rainy night on this Friday. Here's a look at your radar. Again, heavy showers of rain showing up in orange. We do have some heavier showers moving into the Fargo area through Clay County and to southern Norman County. Where you see the dark greens, that's soggy conditions. The light greens is light showers. A heavy batch heading toward the international border, Walhalla, Pembina, Cavalier, also all the way down the Cheyenne River Valley. Look at the Highway 200 corridor here, pretty soggy. The Devil's Lake Basin remains pretty wet as well. Look at it drying up, though, out in the central Dakotas and western Stutsman County, although the eastern reaches and Barnes County in the Cheyenne River Basin, highlighted that all day. It continues to rain pretty heavily. Hutch's Circle here, that's the area of big concern because the rain continues in these areas for much of the overnight and a good part of tomorrow as well. Any rivers in that circle will be taking on more water, and we will likely see some rises and some impacts. As we take a look at that Cheyenne River Valley, Cooperstown down into northern Barnes County, we're near Lake Ashtabula and down to the south, we're seeing that Marion area picking up a heavy batch of showers at this hour as well. Rainfall estimates where you see the oranges are over 2 inches, so keep that in mind. With forecasts of that 1 to 3 plus, we're already over 2 inches in some spots already. Now we are over 1 inch to 2 inches also, as we showed you earlier, near Thief River Falls, up into central Marshall County and southern reaches of Kitson County. That heavier batch of rain now pushing up north toward the international border with rainfall that has exceeded a ½ inch, and where you see the greens here heading towards 1 inch or more in much of Norman County. We're seeing our rivers bend up, and that James River Valley picked up a healthy dose today. The forecast from the National Weather Service is for that James River near Grace City to rise. There's a lot of room in the reservoir and the James River through Jamestown. That's the good news for you. We are watching the Drayton area. All of our northern Red River Valley counties will likely see a slow trend upward before this water reaches the system, likely keeping your rivers high for longer than next week. At Oslo, we're expecting to see things kind of oscillate, with that overland flooding becoming a problem in your area and likely sticking around for an extended period of time as a result. And that double hump we've been talking about, or that next crest, look at this. The Red Lake River Basin is picking up a lot of water. Thief River Falls, Red Lake Falls, and upstream from you in Crookston, that's going to be on its way, and you're going to shave, maybe even head up into those major flood stage category again. Overnight, by morning, the heaviest rain will be in the south. It continues to swirl through the region, so western Minnesota, eastern North Dakota, moderate to heavy rain all day long. Late in the day, we could see a few flakes mix in the overnight hours out west as the rain begins to decrease in intensity and aerial coverage late Saturday and into Sunday. That's good news. For Saturday, additional rain Saturday morning to Saturday night, 1 to 2 plus inches. Red River Valley counties of Minnesota and points west. A little bit less farther to the east where you see the blue colors. That's on top of what you have so far. Here's a look at your planner. Fargo, 40s all day, will kiss 50 degrees. It looks very wet at times, heavy rain continuing here with another inch or so likely in the Fargo-Moorhead area. Here's Iowa, a little bit better looking there now, but tonight they're getting rain too from this same storm system. All right, fantastic news. Sunday, cold. Rain exits and it stays gone. And look at this, dry weather. Wednesday's rain chances look to have moved way to the south, allowing the 50s and 60s to return and allowing our rivers to do what they need to do to get this water out of here and maybe just dry us up a little bit.
Finally, the 60s too.
Yes,
You
we've been
did
waiting.
it.
You've been requesting it. You've been requesting.
Way to go, Hutch.
Yeah.
A huge night in the NFL draft for a former Bison standout. Bets into the details next in sports.
The First Alert Storm Team.
We know you're busy.
Heading home from school and work.
Hour-by-hour forecast.
Get your hour-by-hour forecast to plan your day free on the Valley News Live weather app.
This is Valley News Live.
When you find your perfect home, come to First Western. Our mortgage professionals will walk you through the borrowing process and into your new home. Many loans are kept here and serviced by our employees. So when you have a question, we will be here to help. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Culver's couldn't have started anywhere but in Sauk City, Wisconsin. Still today, we are a family restaurant. Here, nearby farms grow the food we eat, smiles are contagious, and everyone is someone's neighbor. It's a place where our love of fresh food is as strong as our love for each other. It's a feeling of welcome you'll notice the moment you stop by. Because where we come from has made us who we are, and for that, we couldn't be more proud. Welcome to Delicious.
The Professional Bull Riders Pendleton Whiskey Velocity Tour returns for an all-new 2022 season. Watch as riders from around the country face the world's most ferocious bulls. Join us for the Grand Forks PBR Boot Barn Shootout, April 30th at the Alara Center. Tickets start at $15. Get yours today at PBR.com or Ticketmaster.com. Get them while you can and find out what it means to be cowboy.
A Ford built for you, by you. Get yours, built from the ground up with your choice of colors, wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want a head-up display and Escape, 7 GOAT modes in Bronco Sport, or best in its class gas torque and Ranger? You got it. And now an additional $1,500 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Your Northland Ford dealers thank you for making Ford the best-selling brand in North Dakota.
Master Pool and Spa's spring sales event. Now is the perfect time. Save 30 to 60% on a new hot tub from Minnesota's largest spa dealer. We have the largest selection at unbeatable prices. Free delivery and trade-ins welcome. We'll even haul away your old spa. 18-month 0% financing. Master Pool and Spa's spring sales event ends Sunday. Master Pool and Spa, 394 in Louisiana. 952-253-0665.
Rides with Jay Thomas coming to Valley News Live this fall.
The free Valley News Live news app. It's a must-have for local news. Watch exclusive local content right on your phone. Stream your news live from the source you can trust. The Valley News Live news app. Download it now.
The next Pro Bison has found his home. Christian Watson will be staying in green and gold in the NFL after being selected by the Green Bay Packers. Valley News Live sports reporter Devin Fry brings us more on the latest North Dakota State draft pick.
After playing with one of the greatest dynasties in college football, Christian Watson is set to join one of the most historic franchises in the NFL.
The Green Bay Packers select Christian Watson, wide receiver, North Dakota State.
After watching the first round on Thursday, Watson was the second pick on day 2. The Green Bay Packers making an aggressive trade with Minnesota, giving up both second-round picks to secure the receiver.
It's surreal. I've been playing this game since I was 4 years old. This is something that I've dreamed of since then. It was surreal.
Watson has a chance to make an immediate impact in Green Bay, with both of their top receivers leaving in free agency.
He's been a guy through the process that, just collectively, I think we've, you look at his size, speed. He's played at a phenomenal program, and he's used to winning. So there's a lot of things that went into that ultimately.
Everything that I've done in the past is going to, translate, perfectly to the next level. There's things that I will continue to work on, and things that I've been working on, throughout my college career. I'm only going to be able to continue to separate myself and, be dominant at the next level as well. I'm excited.
Watson, an All-American who helped lead the Bison to 4 national championships, is the Packers' highest drafted receiver since Aaron Rodgers took over as starting quarterback, giving the reigning MVP a new weapon and giving Watson a chance to play with a future Hall of Famer.
Being able to, catch passes from one of the best to ever do it is something, I'm definitely excited about. And obviously, I feel like I'm going to be able to learn and grow a lot.
There's already plenty of green and gold in the Watson family, with Christian's career at NDSU and his dad Tim being picked by Green Bay in 1993. Now they add a little bit more. With the next Pro Bison, Devin Fry, Valley News Live Sports.
Watson becomes the second former Bison Rodgers will have thrown to after Darius Shepard spent time in Green Bay as well. And fellow former Bison Billy Turner also blocked for Rodgers last year on the Packers offensive line. Well, the Minnesota Vikings were back on the board at 42 after that trade with the Packers. They selected Clemson cornerback Andrew Booth as well as LSU guard Ed Ingram with the 59th overall pick. They rounded out the second day with 1 third-round pick, Oklahoma linebacker Brian Asamoah. As it stands, they have 5 more picks on day 3. First pick with the 144th overall selection in round 4 tomorrow morning. We'll stick around after the break. We head to Memphis for game 6 between the T-Wolves and the Grizz.
watching the weather,
First Alert Weather Day,
and making the call.
This First Alert Weather Day, just as we expect, we have
The Valley News Live First Alert Storm Team.
It's the Battle of the Brands Hot Tub Sale this weekend, hosted by Aqua Living Factory Outlets. Sales reps from the world's top brands are on site fighting for your business. Huge manufacturer rebates on all in-stock models. Up to 50% off retail price, immediate delivery available. Large selection of swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Special financing, good credit, bad credit, 100% approvals. It's the Battle of the Brands Hot Tub Sale this weekend only at Aqua Living Store in West Fargo. Call 844-H2O-SPAS or go to hottubsale.com.
What makes the Ford F-150 so special?
It's the roominess of the cab.
What about the tailgate?
I think it's the free Ford Pass app. Once I show the family the roominess of the cab, it's sold.
Ford has made great improvements on the new F-150 with the new tailgate work surface. It has a tailgate step on it. It has slots for clamps and tie-down hooks.
As long as you have your cell phone, the free Ford Pass app allows you to start your truck from anywhere.
It doesn't matter what your favorite feature is. Once you test drive a Ford F-150, you're gonna love it.
I matched with this cutie on a dating site. We texted all the time, but never met up. Then he asked to send him gift cards for a plane ticket to see me. And that's when I remembered a tip I got from the AARP Fraud Watch Network. Gift cards? This is a romance scam. Spent that money on self-care instead.
Recognize fraud sooner so your money lives longer. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Don't collect dust, collect cash. At Used a Bit Sales and Pawn, we buy or loan money on gently used items. Your home is filled with valuable items you just don't use or need anymore. Bring them in and cash them in. Clean out your jewelry box, closet, and garage. We'll pay cash for your tools, guns, electronics, video games, and anything else of value. Larger loans are available on vehicles, motorcycles, and ATVs. Bring them in and cash them in. We buy it all. Used a Bit Sales and Pawn. 2 great Fargo locations.
Conlin's massive warehouse liquidation sale in Fargo and Grand Forks is back by popular demand. They've received excess inventory from top manufacturers and are passing the savings on to you. They're overstocked with inventory in stock and ready to take home today. The clock's ticking on great deals for top quality living room, dining room, bedroom sets, mattresses, and more. Hurry in to the massive warehouse liquidation sale for the best selection and discounts you must see to believe. Conlin's, 909 45th Street Southwest in Fargo and 1605 South Washington in Grand Forks.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Rated #1 in sales satisfaction among mass market brands. See your North Star GMC dealers.
It's win or go home for the Minnesota Timberwolves as they tip off for Game 6 with the Memphis Grizzlies tonight in Minneapolis. The Grizz took the lead with another stellar comeback earlier this week, and now the Wolves try and force a Game 7. It's currently 99-97 in the fourth quarter of this one. The Timberwolves with that slim lead. Minnesota looking to punch that ticket into Game 7. Anthony Edwards started off hot for the Timberwolves, scoring 9 of their first 11 points to help them gain a 52-49 lead at halftime. They now try to keep that edge through the rest of this elimination game with less than 5 minutes to play. A little bit of history has already been made by Edwards tonight. He has scored 141 points in this series, marking the most scored in a single playoff series by a player under 21 years old. The winner of this series plays Golden State in the next round. Memphis looking to punch their ticket. Well, the T-Wolves again trying to force that Game 7. Game 7 would be on Sunday. Now, the Minnesota Wild are gearing up for the NHL playoffs themselves. They wrap up the regular season tonight with Colorado. It's another win for the Wild as they finish the regular season 53-22-7 and second in the Central Division with some momentum into those playoffs. And the Twins open a road trip in Tampa Bay tonight where they see their 6-game winning streak snap. The Rays winning 6-1, holding the Twins to just 3 very disjointed hits on the night. And the NDSU baseball team is underway in Brookings for a 3-game series, bottom of the second of this one. SDSU's Henry George here, a smash into the hole, but Charlie Hesse dives and makes a phenomenal play to retire the side. It's scoreless into the 5th inning of this one. Then the Bison just erupt. 2 on for Drew Sackett here. He drives one to the gap. 2 score to make it 2-0 for the Bison. Next up is Peter Brookshaw. He hits it to nearly the same spot for a double of his own. That scores Sackett. It's now 3-0 NDSU. And, well, Logan Williams follows that with a single to left center himself. And as it works, Brookshaw then scores to make it 4-0. And that's all for SDSU starter Nick McKay, but not for the Bison offense. Caden Schwabe adds an RBI single. Bison with 5 in the 5th. They go on to win this one 8-3. Game 2 for these two tomorrow. NDSU softball, hopefully, fingers crossed, in action tomorrow as well. They'll be up in Grand Forks to take on the UND Fighting Hawks as they open up a 3-game series for the weekend.
And hopefully the weather's turning around soon. They can start playing home games outside. Hutchinson with details in your forecast next.
Closed captioning is a public service brought to you by Valley News Live.
With Furniture Row employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Right now, our employee pricing is available to everyone. Get 15% off a single item when you spend $9.99 or more. Plus, 5 years, no interest financing. But hurry, employee pricing at Furniture Row ends soon.
Shannon Roars-Jones means business. She's a business leader, not a career politician. Shannon Roars-Jones wants to make Fargo the very best it can be. That's why she's running for mayor. Shannon Roars-Jones will bring an outsider's voice to City Hall, use her business know-how to limit property taxes, and she will always support our police. Shannon Roars-Jones, a new leader for Fargo's future.
Master Pool and Spa's spring sales event. Now is the perfect time. Save 30 to 60% on a new hot tub from Minnesota's largest spa dealer. We have the largest selection at unbeatable prices. Free delivery and trade-ins welcome. We'll even haul away your old spa. 18-month 0% financing. Master Pool and Spa's spring sales event ends Sunday. Master Pool and Spa, 394 in Louisiana, 952-253-0665.
Hi, I'm Comfy. Some mattresses look amazing, beautiful, just a wonderful dream. But under that pretty facade, there's stinky, cheap polyurethane foam. Yuck. Comfort King beds use custom comfort technology, including the world's only zero-gravity float gel and our lifetime comfort guarantee. Plus, no cheap, stinky packing foam here. Get comfy. Come try the world's best mattress at your local Comfort King mattress factory today.
I assumed dust always stayed put. Turns out it can be on the move. We were breathing that day and night. That's when we started using Swiffer. In just a few minutes, Duster captures dust before it gets airborne. It traps and locks dust in one swipe. Yes.
For our floors, Sweeper's heavy-duty cloths easily trap dust, dirt, and hair, locking it in. See you, dust.
And Swiffer partners with the American Lung Association to support clean air.
I'm thankful for the air I'm breathing. I know that times get tough, but keep on looking up and see we've got so much. I've got to say thank you for all I've got today. Thank you. Whoa, say it to the sunshine, tell it to the blue sky. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, you look great!
Thanks to Jenny Craig, I've lost 22 pounds in 11 weeks and I'm still going strong. That's amazing. Jenny works.
Jenny Craig Max Up is our most effective program ever. Join now for our limited time offer.
With employee pricing at Denver Mattress, you pay what we pay. Get 15% off any single Denver Mattress brand product when you spend $9.99 or more. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. Employee pricing on now at Denver Mattress.
Fog here in Fargo, rain elsewhere. As we go through the overnight hours, we'll continue to see accumulation into tomorrow as well.
Wet weekend.
Yeah.
Have a good one.